In a moment, you are going to hear from a professor from Curtin University. She's a professor of psychology, but Lauren Breen's actually known as the grief lady. She's going to give us some sage advice as to how to console somebody who perhaps is grieving, and also to debunk some myths about the stages of grief. And funnily enough, as I was talking to Lauren yesterday to organise this, a little email popped into my inbox from someone that I think many of you will remember fondly, Tony from the Zimmer's Apprentices. And you will probably remember that they often featured on Camo's show. They wrote a song for Camo, and we had them in the studio last year to perform, or to have a chat about that. They're back with some new music, and it happens to be about the loss of parents. And so I said to Tony, absolutely, I'll give it a whirl because we're talking about grief. And I've got Tony on the line. Hello, Tony.
Hello, Jo. How are you this hour?
I am well. It was synchronicity. We're talking about grief, and you've written a song about the loss of a parent. The song's called The Little Things. Before I play it, maybe just give everyone a sense of the inspiration for it and what it's about.
Yeah, Jo, I lost my mum at the end of 2024. I lost my dad back in 2009. So being the last of my parents to leave the planet, we were sort of left with mum's house to clean out and obviously to go through her possessions and sort those out and see what we were going to keep and what we'd give away to charity, etc. So, you know, as you can imagine, it's a bit of a daunting task to be facing sometimes. But what I found was, like, you go through the things like the photographs and things that mum had collected over the years, and they all just brought back memories. They were things that meant a lot to mum, and some of them also dad when he was around. But yeah, just
it's such a hard process, isn't it? Because how do you part with any of them?
Yeah, there's a lot of things. I mean, when you go to someone's house, that's everything they've had, you know, while they've been on this earth. And you know, obviously there's a lot of things we can't keep because we just don't have room in our own homes for them. But as the song called, the little things that we sort of, I particularly love the photographs, and I found photographs amongst the collection that I either hadn't seen or hadn't seen for many years. So they brought back a lot of memories for me in my growing up and things we did as kids with the family, and memories from mum's childhood as well that were amongst them. So it's fantastic in a way. It's sad that it comes at a time when you're dealing with the grief of having lost your parents, but there is that positive side to it.
Did you find it somewhat cathartic?
Yeah, not just during the cleaning out of the house period, Joe, but I bought, you know, boxes of photographs back to my place, and they're the things I love. So I'd spent quite a lot of time going through those, and it was great. You know, it tugs at all the different emotions as you go through them, really.
And I guess in a sense also, you know, made you feel her right there with you because you were thinking about the memories and the stories and your history.
Absolutely. And it's quite funny, the song I sent you yesterday, my sister also heard for the very first time yesterday.
What was her reaction?
She messaged me saying that she saw it pop up and couldn't bring herself, because it was also my mum's birthday yesterday, which was why we put it out yesterday. So my sister had to wait till the end of the day and be brave enough to listen to that. But she messaged me saying that she was in tears. So yeah, it had the reaction I was thinking it would.
Tony, before you introduce the song and I play it, can you tell us your mum's name so we can think of her while we all listen to it?
Yeah, my mum's name was Val, or Valerie, as her formal name would be. So, and it was her birthday yesterday on St. Patrick's Day. Would have been her 88th birthday, I think. So, yeah, that was for mum, basically.
Beautiful, Tony. Thank you very much for that. And here are... Oh, actually, before I play it, if people want to hear more, they can jump onto streaming services and things like that. Or have you got a website? I can't remember.
We don't have a website, Joe, but it is on our Facebook page, and it's on all the streaming services like Spotify, Apple Music, etc., YouTube. It's up on all those currently, so anyone can find it up there.
Wonderful. Lovely to talk to you, Tony. And
Thanks, Joe.
This is for your gorgeous mum, Valerie. The Zimmer's Apprentices with The Little Things.
life lived well, the house is quiet. Now I see her story looking back at me. The little things she held so dear, gathered up throughout her years, reminders of both time and place, all put inside to keep them safe. It may be just a dusty box, but all these little things unlock a story left for all to see, one that means much more to me. And though it's hard to let her go, the little things will help me grow. Each one lets me understand where I'm from and who I am. Birthday cards, a broken shell, jewelry that she wouldn't sell, a locket and the photographs, this little box, her epitaph, school reports, a dried up rose, reminders of the life she chose. With passing time, the memories fade, but these things give them life again. It may be just a dusty box, but all these little things unlock a story left for all to see, one that means much more to me. And though it's hard to let her go, the little things will help me grow. Each one lets me understand where I'm from and who I am. Little things that I can't hold, worth more to me than tons of gold. With every smile, every tear, she lives on in these memories. It may be just a dusty box, but all these little things unlock a story left for all to see, one that means much more to me. And though it's hard to let her go, the little things will help me grow. Each one lets me understand where I'm from and who I am. So I'll say thanks, Mom, for the little things. Yeah, I'll say thanks, Mom, oh, for the little things.
The Little Things from the Zimmer's Apprentices. I'm sure you remember them from Camo days for Valerie, Tony's mum, who they lost, and it would have been her birthday yesterday. So many people crying. I've got a message from somebody saying, am I cutting onions? Or maybe it's dust making my eyes water. Somebody else says, such a lovely song, The Little Things. Oh, Jo, it's hard not to cry hearing that song from Jay and Maddo, and she still has her mum's little treasures. Thanks for sharing that beautiful song. Susan says, what an absolutely gorgeous song. It's going to be a funeral celebration. Banger. I'll pass all those messages on to Tony and the Zimmer's Apprentices.